A Christian is someone who follows Jesus Christ. Before the word Christian was invented, we were called the followers of the way, meaning that we follow the way of Jesus. Jesus lived over 2,000 years ago in what is now Israel. We don't know a lot about Jesus' first 30 years, but when he was about 30 years old, his cousin, John the Baptist, baptized him in the River Jordan. He then went around inviting people to follow him. His 12 main followers are called his disciples, which is just a fancy word for student. He was a teacher and a healer. He'd enter a village or town to teach and heal the sick. He became so well known that huge crowds of people would follow him wherever he went. The people loved him. They loved listening to him, and they loved it when he came around. But the leaders and rulers of the time saw Jesus as a threat. They convinced one of Jesus' disciples, named Judas, to betray him. Judas told them where he was going to be one night. They came and arrested him. They put him on trial, and they sentenced him to death by crucifixion. On a Friday, they beat him, made fun of him, and nailed him to a cross. He died on that cross, and they took his body and laid it in a tomb. Very early on Sunday morning, some of the women who followed Jesus came to the tomb, and he wasn't there because he had risen from the dead. They saw two angels by the tomb who told them just that. The risen Jesus then visited the disciples. He showed them the wounds he had gotten from the crucifixion. 40 days later, Jesus climbed a mountain with his disciples and told them to go into the whole world to tell other people about him so that others would follow his way too. He lifted off the earth and ascended into heaven, telling us that he would be with us always, even to the end of the age.